welcome to, well,
Welcome to...
no one's, okay, and welcome, yeah. No, it takes a second to start. But, yeah, welcome to the stream. Trisha has the controller this time.
Yeah, playing more Super DynoStory, because we're doing that. Wow!
And I'm playing chat.
Yeah. I guess I gotta post into Discord, unless it's automatically sending the notifications. No, it hasn't. Sometimes it'll automatically send the Gamephans notification, but sometimes it just won't. I don't know why.
Oh, I guess I should probably, like, say something on the Discord. But I will be totally plugged into chat. My talking brain will be so acute.
Acute?
Yes. Will be so...
Live now notifications.
I mean, at least in theory. I am,
You are acute.
I'm kind of, like, detoxing from caffeine a little bit.
Me too.
So I'll be
We're double detoxing.
Little...
What a coincidence. I usually do the detox once every week, usually Thursdays. Because it's good for you to go off caffeine after being on it for so long. Chat enjoys typing ASMR.
Yes. They should enjoy
I bet it
chat
sounds
ASMR.
good on the mic, honestly.
Bet it does. I need, the spacebar probably doesn't, but...
Yeah.
I got a squeaky, shitty
squeaky...
spacebar. I gotta get a new keyboard. I hated my old keyboard for a long time. I don't really like this keyboard.
It would almost be good if the spacebar wasn't so squeaky.
No, it wouldn't. It sucks. It's a terrible keyboard.
Okay.
It just feels horrible. It's an abomination. Hey, Calamity Leo.
Hey, what is up? Hope you've been having a good Thursday. We're just getting back to more Super DynoStory. This time I'm going to be playing. I'll see if I can do a good enough job. I already forget everything that Adam
I forget
done.
everything that I've done too.
Let's see.
Oh, look, your hearts are like dancing.
I can't go any higher than that, huh? Okay.
Music is kind of bopping.
It's a bop.
Happy trees. It probably is a Bob Ross thing.
Fuck!
So, Calamity, did you see Trisha's video?
No.
The, I don't know what you call it. Is that a drama video?
I guess it's a drama video. I mean, I didn't start the drama. I'm mostly reacting to, like, the fallout.
It's so funny. Like, and also, it's good to make a video because nobody wants to listen to that audio. That guy's microphone is a fucking abomination. It was, like, so tinny. It's like like, Trisha was listening to the whole, like, stream, and it was, like, an hour long of this guy's, like, potato mic. But,
he's entertaining, I'll give him that.
the Sephiroth thing is really funny.
Oh yeah, one of my friends made that joke when I showed her, like, his channel, and I was like, man, that's too good. Gotta put that in the video.
Hopefully don't get copyright claimed over the Sephiroth music.
Hopefully.
Oh, look at that. There's like a floating island that has more pine trees on it. I don't know if I've ever seen a floating island with pine trees. Usually floating islands are like, I don't know, tropical or something. Because they like make them islands, like tropical islands. No reason you couldn't have like an Alaska island that floats. Oh, probably not since I was hanging with family this whole week because of spring break, but I need to catch up on the drama. Okay, so basically, Trisha was gonna put like a chapter of Reaper into some guy's like.
Yes, Young Weavy is this other like indie manga person, and he's making like kind of a manga magazine.
Yeah, he's like doing a Shonen Jump kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
someone didn't like that, and tried to get me canceled from the magazine. It's like, no, can't publish her work. And then he got removed from the magazine for being a real pain in the ass about it, and then he crashed out online.
Yeah, and he I don't know, he lied about it or something. He lied about like what the situation was, and then
like nobody had beef with him who was on the magazine. He just decided that they were all his enemies randomly.
It really is kind of like paranoid, schizophrenic sort of like mindset, because it's like he's attributing stuff that like nobody even like I don't think a lot of people in their daily life even think about like this guy, but he's like, you know, he's like attributing like all this like all these motivations behind like completely innocuous like.
Yeah, we're all just using him for promotion because we desperately need this guy to promote our work.
But anyway, so he like, you know, he was two-faced, right? But like he in his long stream rambling, like he did a stream where he was like rambling about the situation with like a guy who doesn't know what's going on, who's just his hype man who goes like, yeah.
Well, one of them was involved. I don't know who the other guy was.
Okay, but anyway, like he just, I just hear him go like, yeah, yeah, I did some two-faced shit, but that was for my benefit. And Trisha's like dying laughing, like
as soon as I heard him say that, I was like, oh, that's a clip.
she's like hitting the space bar with her forehead. She's like laughing so hard.
Just a lack of understanding.
It's so funny. It's like, yeah, I did something bad, but it was a selfish thing that was for my benefit.
So therefore, it's okay.
It's like, well, that's the problem when you do a. It's like, yeah, I stole.
That's why people do bad things. It's like, for their benefit.
It's typically people have a problem with selfish and evil acts. Like it's like, oh, it's like saying like, it's like, oh yeah, I stole, but I stole for my benefit. It's like, yeah, we know. That's kind of the assumption. If like the logic is like totally wrong. It reminds me of that feminist who is like, she was upset about her roommate.
Well, I still haven't figured out where to go.
It reminds me of that feminist where she was upset about her roommate being in love with that guy who was like very trad. And she was like, oh, well, she swears it's just physical and I would never want to get in the way of that. And it's like, well, wait a second. That kind of sounds like the opposite of, you know. But yeah, like if it was like, yeah, I did some two-faced shit, but that was only because I was trying to help out someone. It's like, oh, okay, well that, sure.
If there was like some selflessness to
yeah.
it, then you might be able to put in the butt in there.
It's like really funny. It's like actual,
he just
like,
doesn't get it. He's a narcissist.
Yeah, it's like this like toddler logic of like, but I was like, yeah, I yeah, I did some two-faced shit, but it was because I wanted something. It's like, well,
of course.
Yeah. It's so funny. What was the other quote that was really good? It's like,
I may be two-faced, but I'm not two-minded.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
He's like that's even worse. It's like if normally you'd be like, oh, I'm crazy, I don't know what's going on, you know, it's not my fault. But he's like,
even what he meant?
I don't know, but
I
he's
don't
like
know.
yeah, I'm two-faced, but I'm not two-minded, meaning like he did it all on purpose, and like there's even more blame that like what? Oh, hey, love to draw.
Hey, what is going on?
Gene Valley Gene, they are not. What's that? Well, I disdain people who explain their blatant devious behavior. It's like such a like little kid like behavior. Like, yeah, I took the candy, but it was because I wanted to eat the candy. It's like, well, yeah, but that's also
It's bad.
that's still bad. That actually is exactly as bad as it was before. Oh, this must be where to go.
Oh, okay, this is a little different, I guess.
It's like he thinks the qualifier changes anything, and it definitely does not. It's like,
No. Okay.
they're the most dangerous people. I can kind of understand that, because sometimes people will seem sort of like they'll seem
Mindless.
oh yeah, I guess so. I guess we go further up. They'll seem non-threatening because they're so bad at like being malicious, but like those people are still bad,
Yeah, of course.
you know. Oh, the guy from Less Miserables. I don't know. Listen, the French, you know, they're just wrong. It's Less Miserables.
Less
Who
miserable.
stole bread to save his nephew and went to jail. Yeah, so that would be better if it's like, yeah, I stole some bread, but it was for my poor, starving nephew. It'd be like, oh, okay, that's fine.
I can destroy these blocks now.
Ooh, we did. Yeah. But if it was like, yeah, I stole the bread, but it was because I'm fucking fat, and I wanted the bread. Like,
Yeah, that's not a good argument.
it's like, yeah, that doesn't help, man.
Because I'm fucking fat.
It's like,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, I did some bread stealing shit, but that's just because I'm a big fatty McFatterson. Like, oh, okay.
Oh, alright.
I feel like that qualifier actually just makes it exactly as bad as it was before the qualifier. We'll probably see them in the evening news in the future. Ugh. You do sometimes have people that just like, they'll like shoot someone and it'll be like, but like, why did you do it? It's like, because I was mad and shit. It's like, well, okay, you get the chair.
Yeah, I shot someone.
It's like, yeah, I stole bread and shit because I'm gluten intolerant and have a diarrhea fetish. Even that would be... Yeah, I mean, it's so confusing that it's not as bad as, like, like, the logic is...
It's almost more sympathetic. It's like, aw. You poor, disgusting thing.
I took the bread because it told me to, but that would be if you were two-minded, and he's definitely not.
He's not two-minded.
He's not two-minded. I wonder if there's any...
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what this puzzle
I think
is.
I need the jetpack.
Okay. We're assuming there is a
I
jetpack.
still haven't figured out how to get the jetpack. I mean, like, we see it, but we can't break the stones.
Oh, we see a jetpack?
Yeah, we passed it in the other level.
I was not paying attention. I was too focused on chat. Chat, I am 100% focused
Well,
on
like,
you.
you've seen it when you've played.
No.
Yeah.
I saw the bullets.
He denies the allegations.
That is so vile of the drama. Yeah. Love to know. Did you see the video?
I believe he did.
The opening quote was so funny. I saw Trisha's live reaction to that, and it was just so. It was just like I walked in the room just as it as it started, so I got to hear it for the first time and see Trisha cracking up. It was. I was so confused by what he said that she replayed it and it was like, oh, it's like some I don't know what you call it, like drama, I guess. I don't know. So Trisha was gonna put a chapter of Reaper into this guy's like kind of American Shonen Jump project he's doing, for promotion and stuff, and this other guy got mad about it. And
I ruined the vibes.
Yeah, and so he tried to use his connection within the
yeah, he was already like on the magazine.
Yeah.
So he wanted to be like, no, you can't.
He tried to so he tried to like kick. It wasn't just Trisha, it was someone else too. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a couple other people he was like having issues with that he wanted like.
His issues with Trisha are 100% in his head. He's like...
Yeah, I don't know what he could possibly have. Apparently he was butthurt that he never got invited on my channel, like petty shit like that.
Oh, her video earlier today, yeah, I watched that. Yeah, just the quote of, yeah, I did some two-faced shit, but that was for my benefit is so funny. It's like, yeah, that qualifier doesn't help. That makes it actually exactly as... doesn't make it worse, it just makes it exactly as bad as it was previously. It's like, yeah, that's the issue, actually. Now, like, someone like that, who has that kind of, like, sense of morality, is that, like, someone that you think can be, like, educated to not behave like that? Or is that just someone who, like, at their core is just maybe not a good idea to have in your life?
Maybe not a great idea.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Because, like, I've met people who, like, they try really hard to be a good person and then will, like, sort of break it down very mechanically. And, like, they make me very nervous, you know? Like, it's just not...
You can just see in their eyes that they just kind of don't get it.
Yeah, it's like... I feel like... if it doesn't, like, make you happy to be a good person, you're maybe not the most trustworthy person. Not a good idea at all, yeah. Sounds pathological.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of... There's so many great people in the world. No sense in,
Yeah, there's plenty of, like, good people to work with. You
like,
don't have to limit yourself.
Like chat. And, narcissistically, like my Rumble chat, which just has me in it.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me post the Leonardo DiCaprio toasting gif to myself. That's right, so...
There you go. Right.
That's right, me. Oh, fuck!
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was gonna minimize. I'm used to the games that just, like, work when you, just keep on going. Like, we played Kingdom Hearts, and I could just do whatever I wanted on the other monitor, and nothing bad would happen.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah.
Maybe Kingdom Hearts 1 will work like that.
Aww.
So we still have to play through Kingdom Hearts 1. We did we did Kingdom Hearts 3 because I was like curious, you know, how it was. And then Trisha was like, "Oh, we should do Kingdom Hearts 1 and then 2." And I was like, "No, I want to show you the good Kingdom Hearts." And I don't know if 1 gets any better from like where I was. And so we played the masterpiece that is Kingdom Hearts 2.
Which I think is really weird in this game.
Which apparently a lot of people, their favorite game in the series is Kingdom Hearts 2. So I'm not like totally like out of my mind thinking that it's good.
And people also say they like Birth by Sleep. Never played, don't know anything about what the heck that's about.
I think that's the one that has the rainbow enemies, and simply on the face of them having stupid rainbow enemies, I don't like it. It should be cool, heartless.
Need more edge.
Oh, hey, Kobold
I need more Mickey saying, "They'll pay for this."
They'll pay for this. What was the? Did someone say darkness?
Did someone say door to darkness?
Mickey is so cursed in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, his face is like, it's just so fucked up. Like, no matter what's going on, he has this like haunting like.
It's very rare that they change his facial expression.
Like, they did a little bit with the eyes, but the mouth is always smiling. In Kingdom Hearts 2, they're very strategic, where they hide his face most of the time, and then they'll swap a whole nother model to make him frowning. Because that's what they did when they drew him. They had to change the whole face to make him frown. His whole face was super expressive. So, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3, they're just sticking with the one 3D model, and they're trying to like have it have expressions like a normal face, but it's like...
They're trying to stretch it a lot more so that they don't have to do expressions.
It just looks like some fucking Chuck E. Cheese's like animatronic. Like,
it was really weird.
And the cutscenes are crazy. Like,
crazy long.
Before the stream, I caught someone who's just finishing Kingdom Hearts 3, and he was like, "Is there any?" He liked the game, but he's like, "Is there any continuity between the cutscenes?" And I'm like, Jesus, that's such a brutal question. It's like, do any of these cutscenes have to do with anything?
So, guys, how do we get this? Is the real question.
I don't know.
There's some puzzle shit going on here.
The dev is like English or something, so we don't really... I think it's like 4 a.m. he said. Mm-hmm. So we don't really have a high chance of him just giving us the answers.
Tragic.
I like the original Game Boy Advance version of Chain of Memories. Me too. It's much tighter. Like I don't know if you played the 3D kind of version of it. But it's really, like, you'll interrupt someone with a 0, and then they'll just finish, like, so you're supposed to interrupt their attack, but then they just finish the motion and hit you, and it's like, what the fuck is that? It's like, it's literally like you yelling, like, freeze, and then they just don't stop in time. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Because they're converting some other engine to make it work with, like, the Chain of Memories mechanics, and it's just not tight, so it feels very... It feels like you're playing just a regular Kingdom Hearts game, but you have this like weird mechanic where sometimes you'll get interrupted. It's very odd. Oh, that must be a new area. Oh no.
Oh, this is where you fought the dog thing.
Yeah, I think I've felt past that too. The only one I played was Chain of Memories. My man, that's where I started. I started on the Game Boy game. I didn't know it was connected to anything else. I was just like, oh, these look sick. And I was like, oh, it has like Disney stuff on it. I just like the cards and like the character on it. And I was like...
Did I just soft lock myself?
No.
Oh, sometimes it just jumps the correct length and sometimes it doesn't.
But that hurts how long you're holding on the button.
Well, I mean, I'm holding...
Where do you want to go? What are we trying to do?
I'm trying to get out of here.
Okay.
Alright, let me just go this way then.
Okay.
I'm giving up on that way. Actually, is there no other way I can go except for that way?
I actually really like Birth by Sleep, but spoiler, the plot is just Star Wars Episode 3. Sounds hilarious. By the way, the parodies of what it's going to be like when Kingdom Hearts adapts Star Wars is so funny. Like all the things was like, I killed them and the younglings too. Gorsh. It's like,
yeah.
oh fuck.
Canon. That is what happened. That's exactly how it happened.
It's like, oh, you have to go on, see on the left side? You have to stand over there and then shoot the blocks. I was talking about that with that streamer, and he was like, yeah, I can imagine Donald carrying out Order 66. And maybe not even if he's ordered, just killing everybody. I want the Anakin Youngling scene to be witnessed shot for shot, the same as the Let It Go sequence.
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit.
What Let It Go
The
sequence?
stupid fucking Frozen music videos. That's all that level is. It's just music videos. That's it.
And Zeros are useless and Cloud is super nerfed. I remember Cloud being some like god tier monster. And like whenever I would summon the 2-hit Cloud card, like the 3-1 where he flies around is like really easy to interrupt, but the 2-hit where you just do a sleight of like 2 and then like something else, I guess. That one was just like I always remember there being a shit ton of damage that you just like bah, and like I don't know, it was very fast too, so it wasn't like not as fast as just swinging, but it's crazy. Kingdom Hearts 3 was like 13 years in development, and like it seems like what they did in all that time was do every cutscene 3 times, and like with different teams, and never tell anyone on any of the teams what any other team was doing, so everybody has the same script and just re-records the same cutscene. It's like it's crazy. Like you go into
Why is this here?
oh, probably you need the bullet upgrade, but I don't know how to get the bullet upgrade. So
Yeah, I don't know how to get it either. There's no clues or anything. I got nothing. I've gone around this whole map.
maybe like look at the map. I don't know. I have no hope.
I have no hope.
I don't know where the
All hope has been
all
lost.
all
I don't
these
know how to win this game.
these sorts of games I'm not terribly.
I have no direction here.
Should I look for like a walkthrough? Oh, the cameo. We did it.
We did it.
So who is that supposed to be?
Elon Musk. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean your guess is as good as mine.
No.
When I was younger, Kingdom Hearts 1 was basically the only game I had on PS2, so I played it like 50 times. That's a solid game for it to be like the only game you own. Some people tell you like these tragic stories of the only games they owned when they're younger, and you're like, Jesus Christ. It's like, all we had was... yeah, a knockoff of like a basketball game. It was called Jam. Unlicensed by the NBA. It was just Jam.
Just Jam.
And they put a logo of the jar of jam so that they wouldn't get sued.
Just Jam.
All of the players had no faces or names. They were only assigned numbers.
Alright. Now I'm about to give up on this game.
I can basically quote most of the boss battle cutscenes by heart. In the first game, I can't think of anything to quiz you on because I don't really remember much of what I played. Kingdom Hearts 2 is a lot of fun to go back and play. There was a lot of content to 2 compared to 3. Like you always have to go back to the worlds and do another quest there.
2 is very good.
Whereas like Kingdom Hearts 3, you finish the world and you never return. You just go. And like in the ending credits for the game, Megara is like covering Hercules' eyes and then being like, ta-da, like look, the statue is repaired. And I'm thinking like, man, shouldn't that have been done like in game? Like, cause you never get to see the Hercules area, like Athens or whatever, you never get to see it repaired. It's always like burning or in a state of like smoldering. No matter like, you know, there's no second version of the world like when it's all fixed. Why don't we check the map and see if there's any like rooms we haven't gone? Whoa.
Well,
So
like, there's that room that's dead in the center. How do I get there? I don't know.
yeah, I mean that's the one, right? Gotta get there.
It's not a very detailed map, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, well. Can't go up from here. Ow.
Man.
And that's it. I guess I can try going up and to the left, but that's about it.
Calamity, do you mean console? You wrote council, and that's just such a crazy typo. You know, a council is good if you let your friends borrow it indefinitely twice. I think it's the Star Wars we're talking about.
Yeah.
I
am the council.
I am the Senate. It's not your spelling. I mean, you spelled council right. It's just a totally crazy. I had a friend who would do that all the time. I don't know what it's called. Like, people would say it's dyslexia, but that's not dyslexia. It's just not.
Okay, so I had to get down here, but I can't shoot down.
Okay. Is there... Okay, look on the map. Is there a shovel somewhere? Like some kind of digging thing? Are we doing this out of order? Should we be going...
Well, I don't know. There's no, like, direction, like, where you're supposed
What
to go. It just throws you in it.
Okay, so like, there's a bird over there. You see that?
I don't know what that means.
Can that... Will
Does
that...
that mean you have to fly to get over there?
Oh, but... Well, we've been there, right? Yeah. Okay, so it's blocked off up there, but that doesn't matter, I guess. So can we go through where that save point is and then get to the bird and then fly over something? Is that the next thing we have to do?
I don't...
And then here, in the far... Can I put my mouse on here? Yeah. Right here, it's a sand block. Does that mean we can break this sand block? So let's get over here somehow. Is there map traveling? Can I...
Tragically,
Hey, Free Comment. We're just talking about how when the next Kingdom Hearts comes out, there's they're gonna give you the red lightsaber and then have Sora kill all the younglings,
no. Well, no.
and then Goofy is gonna be like, "Gore, Sora."
Why'd you do that? What'd you do that for?
Gore, Sora? That's an infanticide combo.
I can't do it. It's too hard.
Do you self-edit your books? Yeah. You should have someone else edit your stuff, right? Because you know what it's supposed to say, so it's gonna be harder for you to...
Why block off that area? What
Yeah,
purpose does that
it's
even
so
serve?
petty. It seems so petty. So yeah, someone else is gonna be better at like catching stuff. That being said, it's such an important skill to be able to tell if your own stuff is good, to be able to edit your own stuff. So
I'm here now.
okay,
I
Bird.
go down and left.
yeah. Hey Gabe, it's too old to be infanticide.
Yes, so I cannot go over here. I can't go over here until I learn how to fly.
Oh, that's what that icon means? That icon means that's this... Okay.
That means don't go there.
Oh, right. Well, okay. So sand. Let's go to the sand. And also, Lots of Draw says, "I don't like sand," which is
I don't like sand.
that's the quote from the movie. I don't remember any of these fucking quotes. I saw the movies obviously, but I know these quotes from the memes about the movies, not from the actual movie. I don't remember saying anything about sand. I just remember I remember that
That's
like
it's not a very memorable scene. That's why people make fun of it, because it's so boring.
I remember that like alien guy who's like he like owns Anakin as like a kid and his mother. And I remember thinking, like, you should kill the shit out of this freak alien with a fucking giant,
Slaving humans? How dare he?
It's like a
Kill
tapir with pixie wings. It's like, as a kid, I was like, they can't enslave humans. Kill them all. But then he was like, no, you've got to win a pod race. It's like, I don't think you fucking do. I think this is what lightsabers are for, pussy. Okay. Is this new? No, this is new. Wait, look at the map. Oh, this is new. You gonna drown? Oh, okay. Cool. All right, we did it.
I turned into a mermaid. That's pretty cool.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you see?
Oh, that's
Mermaid
adorable.
Amelia.
That's adorable.
That is adorable.
What's the other characters turned into?
I don't know.
You wanna find out?
How do I switch characters? I don't know.
Press start. Press.
It's weird that it's never centered in the map. It always is like super over the edge.
Yeah, wait. What is the pause button then? It's not. Yeah, it is start. Oh, you just press start again while in the map? Okay. Extras. Character. Dino. So this is the main. Oh, fucking damn it.
This is the canon character.
Play.
She turned into merman.
He just has a.
No, he has a swimsuit on.
Okay. And then.
Radical, rational outlaw.
Oh god, I hate this. So you can't like just press B to get out of the menu. You have to go down to back and then hit play.
Oh, he turns into an octopus. Okay.
That's adorable.
Alright.
Okay.
We got something going on.
We need the baseline of the regular character to make the other characters cool.
And then 4chan girl, Mimi.
Oh, she's got like a bathing suit.
Swimsuit, yeah. What is she holding?
A gun?
Oh, okay. I thought it was something different for some reason.
Okay. And then we're back. There we go. Alright.
Oh, okay.
Dev must have owned an Atari Jaguar. Oh, is that where the gun is from? Amelia, my beloved, yeah. Worst part is they don't even free Anakin's mom. They don't?
Oh my god.
You know, as a kid, I kind of remember... I remember thinking that... Yeah, you know, now that I think about it, I think I do remember as a kid being like, what the fuck is that?
So dark.
I remember in college, people complained about that movie because the guy... Oh my god. Horrifying drowning sequence to traumatize you.
What the hell? What's happening?
You're drowning.
Found a cameo.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What am I supposed to do? I don't know what that noise is.
That's the Onion Knight from
Eels making that noise?
Right, I'm totally right. That's definitely what that is. Did I call it?
I think it's just the eels. I think that's just what they sound bit easier to balance jumping and the gun if the gun was actually on a trigger instead of juggling back and forth between A and X.
I remember thinking the prequels are not great, then I watched episode 7. The prequels are absolute cinema now. That's basically everyone is like...
That's what everyone was like.
Everyone's like this abused, like... They're like, this other guy who, I guess, yeah. Yeah, this guy was abusive, but he only gave me a black eye, didn't break my skull.
Thank God.
Came from an Atari Jaguar game called Cybermorph. In it, you bump into something, get an AI lady from your ship saying, "Where did you learn to fly?" No, the "Where did you learn to fly" line. Oh, gotcha. Sorry. I thought Adam was making that noise. Now I am. I like Jedi Starfighter. My brother rented it. I got it on my Steam many years later. Jedi Starfighter. I played Rogue Squadron with my brother, and I was just so bored playing that game, and I just like pushed one of like the yellow buttons, I think it was, on the GameCube. Is it one of the yellow buttons or something else? And it changed the ship in like the ship selection, and it was a revolution. My brother was like, "How did you do that?" And all of a sudden it was like, "Oh, you can pick different ships for the missions." It was crazy. It was the coolest shit ever. My favorite used to be the Y-Wing. Just because I had a toy of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's...
Eels making a noise. It's a very weird noise for an eel to make, though, I must say.
Yeah, I don't know. This game's weird, but in a good way. Well, the dev will be glad to hear you say that. Ah. At least we know where to go.
Well, we still don't really know, but at least we're in a different spot where we don't know where to go.
So I watched The Last Jedi without having seen Force Awakens. There were a lot of things I didn't understand, but I assumed it would make sense if I saw the first one, and it didn't.
Yeah.
Well, you don't really need...
There's like 3 different writers that worked on all 3 different movies.
You don't really need to watch it. You just... If you've seen the original movies, just know that it's like a rehash of that plot with more feminism and, like, diversity and, like, worse quality and, you know... And no Darth Vader. Oh, sorry. Well, I guess that guy was supposed to be like the Darth Vader.
You know, if I turn into a mermaid, shouldn't I be able to breathe underwater? Continuity errors.
Imagine mermaids just didn't breathe underwater, though.
Childhood dreams crushed.
Well, like, you know, they're like, they have like a human upper half, so it's not like they have fish lungs.
But I didn't get anything. What does it mean, pipe back up? Why do I need to pipe back up? I didn't get anything. You didn't give me anything.
And an unnecessary death for Han Solo, not forgiving him for that. Apparently, like, Harrison Ford only accepted if they would let him die.
They could have let him die in a much cooler way.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was almost fun. I got a gnome. Whoop. Oh, can't jump.
Does Princess Leia die in that too?
Yes. But the actress died in real life, so, you know,
Yeah.
kinda had to.
Did she die in the first movie, or did she die in the second one?
You see, what's the point of the pipe back up? You're
Just give me a pipe. Why can't the pipe go both ways?
I don't know.
Like, shouldn't that be the reward once you get to the pipe? Is that you can, like, go both ways? What's the point of the pipe back up?
And a hatred towards the original fans, too. Yeah. Hashtag subversion, yeah. I mean, wouldn't it have been cooler if Han Solo killed, like, a shit ton of, like, guys? Aliens, maybe?
Yeah, if he went out like an actual hero, that would be pretty cool.
I mean, honestly, it's really weird to just say, like, the Empire came back and they built a Death Star again. Like, who the fuck, like... Who starts with a Death Star? That's, like, not a useful, like... You need to have, like, space dominance first, so you would spend that on something that could destroy ships, not, like...
But I like the Death Star.
Here's the thing, right? You're like, the Force is supposed to let you, like, pilot a fighter jet better. Or, like, sorry, not a fighter jet, like a whatever space jet. Wouldn't that, like, so if the Empire was starting up again and they were spending their money on something to give them, like, crazy space dominance, and then they recruit, like, this ragtag chick that's a good smuggler, takes after her dad, right? Because is that her dad? No, it's like Han Solo. Wait a second, doesn't that make it incest for Rey to have a romance with the other guy?
What are you talking about? Rey isn't related to any of them.
Isn't she supposed to? She's Rey Skywalker or something. Isn't she supposed to be?
Yeah, because she just randomly decided to take the name. The ending makes no sense.
Oh, so she's not related to him?
Yeah, she's like, oh, I see them like family, so I'm Rey Skywalker.
What?
Yeah, she's not related to them.
Oh.
She's related to Palpatine. She's like supposed to be Palpatine's granddaughter. It makes no sense.
Originally, by the way, there were leaked, like, scripts where they wanted to have Palpatine be a trans, like, be a woman.
Yes, I did hear about that.
That was really fucking funny.
That was really funny.
In a way, I guess he does, like, pretend to be...
I mean, he's the villain, so... Face?
I mean, he does, like, kind of disguise himself, I guess. So, like, maybe he would disguise himself as a woman? I don't know. But... kind of just weird. But yeah, if you were going to do another Star Wars and you weren't, like, a colossal homo, wouldn't you have another Empire from another galaxy show up? Because that's, like, scary, right? It's like, well, we don't know anything about this Empire from a foreign place. And then, oh, you break this stuff on the top, and then you could get blown up.
Yeah. I want to go through the pipe, but I don't know where the pipe goes.
True. You could check the map, I guess.
Well, the map doesn't show you where the pipe goes. The
Where
map doesn't
are
even
you?
show any pipes.
Oh, it pushes you up where the bird is.
Maybe.
Beyond the bird?
Let me keep going down.
Okay. The Yuzong Vong, yeah, that's like aliens from another. Yeah. Trans Palpatine would have been such a self-own. Yeah, that would have been. That would have been
pretty bad.
Palpatine is okay. Yeah, Gray's grandpa. Death Star is a win more button. Wait, to use it, you have to. What the heck is this? This is an Amelia platformer. Yeah, it's called.
Super DynoStory.
Yes. Is it not in the title?
It is.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, I think they're just confused because they see the Amelia character.
It's Amelia, and then the other.
She's like a skin, right?
Yeah, and then the other character
they added.
The other character they added is
It looks like a laser.
Vivian James, video games, but Vivian James or something. It's like a 4chan character.
What's this?
And welcome. Isling? Isling? Very pretty looking word. But me too retarded. Oh yeah, I heard about Thrawn being a cool character in like the comics or the books and stuff. I'm sure they fucked that up.
As they do.
I saw some kind of lore thing about Thrawn, and like he's like apparently they're just using hindsight to make him sound smarter in the books. They're like, yeah, he advised against doing the thing that went wrong. It's like, yeah, okay. Wait, way to hide the Deus Ex Machina, pal. Get shot. Imagine an alien race so evil their Gaia planet rejected them. That is kind of interesting. But yeah, having the Empire be evil is kind of cringe, to be honest. Like, because the Rebels don't have their own like unique thing to them. Like, they don't really have. They're very ragtag the whole way through. Like, they have the flight suits that you can remember, but can anyone really remember like what a foot soldier would look like for the Rebels? Like, not really. Like, the Stormtrooper is just too iconic. They should probably just make. I don't know. I would have just flipped it and been like, yeah, so they reformed the Empire now. Now that this is just us. We just look like this now. And then, yeah, then having like an evil Empire show up. And then like everyone's pointed this out, but make Rey use a staff lightsaber to make her different.
It was such an obvious.
Yeah.
That they just didn't do.
If you don't remember, because like you just blanked out of your mind that horrible movie. She fights with a stick in the beginning, so it makes.
She has a staff, and
yeah.
then they were like, no, she needs to. Luke's lightsaber.
She needs to literally look exactly like Luke Skywalker, but be female and a girl boss, and everything will be great. And it's like.
Otherwise, she's not a sufficient replacement.
I think it just makes people more resentful. I think like the other thing is like force powers don't really get used that much in the original Star Wars. So that's another direction you could have gone. Is like have her be really bad at like fighting with a lightsaber and then good at
force.
Yeah, like
sure.
Yeah, like that would have.
But no, she's good at everything.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't she make like a giant chasm at the end?
She literally gets new force powers. They added new force powers just to give it to her.
So cringy. If they made her like really, really bad at like fighting, but good with force powers, I mean that's one way to do it. Have her get like an arm chopped off, and then she doesn't want to use the prosthetic because it makes her force powers weaker. Like Darth Vader didn't use force lightning allegedly, according to some kind of thing, because of the mechanical suit or something. I don't know. There's just so many. If you just, I mean, I feel like anyone could write a better movie. It's literally.
That's a hurdy. That's a hurdy ground. It didn't look
indeed.
like a hurdy ground.
Yeah, I didn't catch that was a thing. I think the big problem is that they just like hated. They hate all of you Star Wars fans, and they wanted to spite you while using their massive media empire to pressure you into spending money on the thing that is designed to insult you, which is kind of crazy. But so far, that's their strategy. See how long that works.
A bold strategy, Captain.
Lovedra's heading out.
Alrighty.
Have a good night, sir. It's only a casual for the original trilogy, not that it's Star Wars to begin with.
Fair enough.
Yeah, same. I wasn't like a super Star Wars.
I forgot that ground was hurdy ground. Apparently, it's instant hurdy.
Yeah, I guess if it wasn't, then you could get past it.
I guess so.
Fortunately, Star Trek went down the same path too. I mean, Star Trek was always a little gay, you know. Like I remember being in high school.
Yeah, Star Trek was always a little gay.
I was in high school, and there's that. To me, it's the new Star Trek series, but obviously it's not new. It's like old now, but they were really trying to like make the Vulcan girl like a thirst trap in it. It was the fucking I can't remember what the hell anyone's name was, but there's a female Vulcan. It was like relatively newish, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, you know, they
again.
And they had some kind of CGI budget for it. Oh, Star Trek Enterprise. Unless like every show is called Star Trek Enterprise, and I'm out of my mind. But so they get a new. There's like a British guy who's like the gun guy. Makes no sense, right? He's the guy who leads the boarding parties, but he's also like, hey Captain, I've got an upgrade I want to use for our like ship's guns. And my immediate thought is like, no, you are definitely. I do not trust you to install cannons. You're like a what are you, a strike team commander? What are you talking about? Get out of my office. You're fired too. What a dumb suggestion. Like if the engineer or something was like, oh, I have a great idea to make the cannons upgraded or something, I'd be like, yes sir, you can upgrade our
Where the fuck am I
cannons.
supposed to go?
To get air, I guess.
Where the fuck am I supposed to go?
I don't know.
I can't go there because the ground hurdy. Am I supposed to already have the jetpack?
Maybe. Ooh.
Can I literally not proceed any further unless I have something else to get further?
I don't know.
It would be nice if the game was organized in such a way so this
Can you
wouldn't
go-
happen.
Have we been to the left yet? Oh, anyway, British strike commander guy upgrading the cannons. He's like, let's test the cannons by shooting an asteroid, and then the captain is like,
That.
okay. Then the captain is like, well, make sure you scan that asteroid to make sure that there's no bacteria on it, so that none of that bacteria would evolve into something sentient. And I'm just thinking, like, what new deranged form of veganism is this that we can't blow up rocks in space? Like, just, oh, God, I don't know how the like original series was, but like I feel like it's probably pretty similar to that, but yeah.
Enterprise wasn't the best.
Yeah, I haven't watched that much of like the older Star Trek stuff. But I don't know. I mean, I really like the formula. And I wonder if people that really like Star Trek aren't really attached to the formula more than like the execution. Like the idea of having a bunch of really compelling characters, sticking them in space, and then having them go on adventure after adventure, awesome idea. But I don't know, like, I don't know how the execution was exactly. I mean, that's what was cool about like Stargate. But to be honest, I feel like the characters in Stargate could have been more interesting. It's just like because it's live action, you can't have like too many magic powers or something. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could. I mean, like, Star Wars was interesting. You know, Star Wars feels like a world that suffers from one cool class existing. Like it's like if you think about it like an RPG, there's one cool class you can pick, and then every other class is like they're. I mean, they're not. They kind of don't exist. People argue that there's like the smuggler as a class. You could be a Han Solo guy, like a gunslinger, but like I don't know, like why like why is that you know, what makes him his abilities exclusive, you know? Whereas like with the Force and the lightsaber, it's like, you know, you can only, I don't know, you can only use the sword if you have the four. I mean, it makes more sense in that anime where it's like a psi blade.
Yeah, right.
It's like, oh, this is my psychic power is making the blade, stronger. That made more sense to me. But it's like you have like the paladin, you have like the Jedi guy, and like someone was arguing that like, well, the Sith is different from a Jedi, but it's not really. It's like, if you have a paladin, he's like an evil paladin or he's a good paladin, but he's still a paladin,
Essentially.
And then people will say like, oh, but like the Boba Fett. And it's like, well, that's a character, but it's not really like a... I mean, I guess it is. I guess there's a whole race of people with jetpacks and wrist flamethrowers, but like, I feel like anyone could go to the store and buy that and then fly around on their jetpack and the flamethrowers. Not that you couldn't invent a lore reason that only they can use jetpacks or something, but I don't know.
No, I get it.
I guess like roller droids are interesting. That's like, but I don't know if I want to be a roller droid. What a nightmare if you're like running a session and one guy has like a movement speed of like 300 squares and just rolls around and it's like beep beep. And now I have an invincible shield and shoot forever. And it's like, thanks, Jake. Like, cool. It's like, I'll move up 30 feet. It's like, well, Jake's gonna move up 140 feet, and then he's gonna roll his attacks really slowly while everyone is moving. Nightmare. Same with the jetpack. Same with the jet. If the jetpack guy is like, I'm gonna go over here into this like, this place that other people can't go to. It's like, great, thanks, Jake. Thanks,
Jake. The ruiner of all RPGs.
Hey, Moss Hive Network. Original is quite different. TNG had more Prime Directive stuff. Deep Space Nine, of course, was very different, but excellent. I only watched a bit of both. My friends tried to make me see 1 through 6 movies in Star Wars. I fell asleep. If they're good movies, I just fell asleep. Classic D&D monk territory. Oh, right. You can, like, run up walls and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Monks are ultimate virgins.
It's the semen retention. That's what makes them so powerful.
Anyway, we've been defeated by Super DynoStory.
Did that thing where it just decides because it's gone to sleep, it's just gonna be like a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Anyway,
Not too bad.
It was super cool to hang out with you guys.
I mean, on the bright side, I guess it did get a little further than Adam.
Yeah.
So it wasn't completely just the same level.
We did it.
I didn't get any new upgrades or anything, but we saw more map.
General Grievous was cool. That's another thing about
He was cool.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't do more with him. He
Yeah.
gets defeated fairly quickly.
Yeah, and I was thinking,
it's such a cool concept.
I think every kid was like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to see General Grievous."
I think in the cartoon Star
the
Wars,
Samurai Jack thing, he kills a gazillion Jedis.
Yeah,
I was
right.
like, "Fuck yeah, this guy's awesome!" And then, the actual movie, you're like, "Man, that's it."
You gotta only watch the cartoons to get all the good stuff, apparently.
Yeah. Well, my condolences, Star Wars fans. There's so many IPs that just get absolutely molested by just companies that hate you.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate, but there's a lot of cool stuff coming out of indie stuff.
No, for sure. Yeah.
And yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not like it's not like a total loss too, because there's a lot of fans of Star Wars that really, really despise the stuff that they do with the IP. And you sometimes get these gems that come through, like the first season of The Mandalorian apparently was I didn't finish the whole series, but I saw like the first couple episodes, and I just thought like, man, this seems like it was made with love, even if it's not like maybe a masterpiece. It seems like they really liked the original movies. They did the same electricity effect that was in the original movies, like when they stunned someone. And it just seemed like it was really made by someone who really actually liked what they were doing and loved the universe. And people talked about, oh, they used this droid or whatever, the bounty hunter droid, and they were like hyped about this or that. So you occasionally get, and then obviously like once it was popular, they were like, let's ruin it.
Right.
And then we're gonna sell a shit ton of Baby Yoda toys.
Hell yeah.
It's like, Darth Maul was cool. He lost in the high ground while Anakin lost in the low ground. Darth Maul was pretty cool too. People I think get too excited about Darth Maul, but he was fine. He was, I mean, certainly like the character design isn't that interesting, but the actor was pretty good at like, you know, like when the force fields come up or whatever, and he's like pacing back and forth. You know, it's like it's very cool, like how the physical, like they didn't use any dialogue there. They just like had his like, you know, just how he acted.
It was all about that directing.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. There's stuff in the prequels that was interesting.
Yeah, it's not complete garbage like people like to write it off as.
There was one cool scene in the sequel movies where he uses the Force in the beginning to freeze the laser round in the air.
That is cool. I don't know how that would work because it's a laser round and not a bullet. But
I don't know, but I don't know if it's actually a laser. Like I think it's supposed to be like plasma.
Okay, sure. If it were plasma, I guess that would make
Plasma contained by electricity, energy stuff.
Okay.
You know, something like that. He pulled a Baldwin the Fourth from Kingdom of Heaven. Oh, like freezing the laser,
Yeah.
or the physical acting. A lot of properties fall down that path. Warhammer 40k, D&D. I mean, D&D is so abused.
It's completely on fire.
Yeah, and it's like it's rough. Like I've told this story before, but I was like running Dungeons and Dragons for a comic book shop, and this kid is like, I want to be something that's like has a bonus to dexterity, but I want them to be like cool because I'm a middle schooler and I can't play as an elf. Elves are gay. You know, he didn't say it in as many words.
Sure.
But he was like, is there something that's like cool or like evil? And I was like, well,
is there something rebellious?
so like he's like, I don't want to be like some like pansy kind of like something like that. And then someone's like, you could be an elf, and I was like, well, that's not gonna. That's exactly yeah, exactly not what he wants. And I was like, well, I mean, there's drow, right? Like dark elves, and he's like, oh, that's an elf, and I was like, oh, but they're like evil, you know. So I pull out the book and I show him what they look like, and he's like, you know. And I was like, oh, there's also like Shadar Kai. I just don't know where the rules are for that. And so I show him the book, and he reads it, and he's like horrified, right? And he's like, no, I don't want to be that. And then I was like, oh, well, what's wrong? And then he's like, I don't want to talk about it. Like he's you know, he's very upset. And so I was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. You could just be a human with like a plus, you know, take a feat or something that gives you plus to dexterity. But then I'm like,
looked back.
I'm like eating some food at some point later, like having a meal and like watching a YouTube video of like lore of D&D, and it's from like the official channel. And then they're like, and he's like, you know, you can tell he's about to say something really terrible.
Oh.
And he knows that everyone is gonna hate
himself up to say something
Yeah,
terrible.
you know, watching it, that the guy who's in charge, who's about to say this thing, knows everyone's going to hate what he says, and he knows it's a horrible idea, but he has to say it. He's like, that's why he's like, so it's a matriarchal society in the Dark Elves, and that's why we gave them the ability to change their gender. And I'm like, oh fuck. it all like clicked in my head. I like threw down the plate. I grabbed the book. I flipped to look for it, and I was like, "Holy shit!" That's why he was freaked out, because he's in middle school and he's getting groomed by all these like freaky teachers, and then like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he gets ambushed by me, who's supposed to be the cool guy running him Dungeons and Dragons, and he's like really upset about it. And
little did you know.
And now
that was an ability.
Yeah, and now it's like a thing that's like it's like weird to bring it up the next week, and I don't really, it's just,
Yeah.
it's just a shitty situation to like to put someone in, and then it suddenly like running games of Dungeons and Dragons, it's so weird now, it's so like it
So
feels
awkward.
it feels so like morally it's a very like morally gray now, because it's like, oh, now I'm like introducing people to weird grooming stuff to like try to convince them to be transgender. I'm like, I don't know. This feels like a very like, this should have like an age rating on it now. This shouldn't be like you shouldn't let kids. I don't know. It's like fucking.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Thalmor in Skyrim are based as fuck. They're isolationist. They
You fuck with them?
Honestly. Yeah, no, honestly, the Thalmor, they also, it's hard to argue against their perspective. They like try to make them like the SS or something, but they have the game, like Bethesda's horrible fashion design, so all they could figure out was like black and coats. They couldn't do Starship Troopers, where they like really,
sure.
they really get the fantasy SS outfit going. But essentially their perspective is like, well, they were forced to join the Empire because they created the Emperor created a giant golem, which or didn't create a giant golem. He powered it or whatever, and then used it to attack the Thalmor and force them to join the Empire. So like, he's like, from their perspective, he's a villain who like attacked cities unprovoked in order to pressure them into joining the Empire. So it's like, well, they have long lifespans, so like they might even remember those attacks like 2,000 years ago or whatever. So it's like, it's from their perspective, it's like, well, of course they would try to force the Empire to stop worshiping him, to kill him in the afterlife, right? To make him like to get their final revenge on him, because he like ascended to godhood afterwards. I do find it funny. I think was it that guy, or was it the guy in the Knights of the Nine DLC? He came across the Khajiit, and he was like, "We're gonna kill you." He just started killing them, and they're like, "Wait, we're not elves." And he was like, but you're basically the same thing. You're just kind of this weird fucked up race, and I think I'm gonna exterminate you. And he like wouldn't stop killing Khajiit.
No,
he was like,
furries.
yeah, he was like, no, I think furries are the same thing as elves. You're just all dead. So.
Yeah. I never finished Skyrim, although I did start it. The one thing that I kind of dislike about both Oblivion and Skyrim is they start you off as prisoners.
The reason for that is their logic is like, well, if they start you out as a prisoner, you have to come up with in your head why you're a prisoner. Yeah,
but like, what? I can only be the chosen one if I go to jail first.
Yeah, I mean it's just like a cheat to they're just using it as like a storytelling tool.
I feel like there are better ways.
It's in a lot of older RPGs. Yeah, because it makes it because it also explains why you wouldn't talk about why you're in jail and stuff. I guess it's I don't know. People do it a lot though. It's whatever.
It's laziness.
You could also think yeah, I mean, well, it's whenever you're making a silent protagonist that like doesn't really have a backstory, you kind of do have to just like use a bunch of cheats to make that work, because it kind of doesn't. So like any tactic you can use to like kind of make people characterize their character in their own headcanon is kind of necessary. It was weird in Skyrim, because I was thinking it was like, you're caught illegally crossing the border into Skyrim is like your crime at the start. So it's like, well, I guess I could think of a reason that I would be illegally crossing a border, but it's kind of not. It's not every character would be illegally crossing a border, so you kind of, to some extent, are sort of pigeonholed. And yeah, I don't know. It's not amazing, but yeah, I was just like recording a video the other night of talking about this, but Skyrim can't handle its own lore, and there was so much interesting lore they just decided not to go with. Vampires in Skyrim are supposed to live under haunted frozen lakes, and then
it is so spooky.
And then they phase through the ice, grab people, and drag them under, and like drain their blood while they're drowning. Right? And isn't that like horrifying?
Yeah.
And then when we get to Skyrim, we have a whole vampire DLC, and oh shit, we're gonna be phasing through the ice, boys. And no, it's like, there's lots of stuff, right? There's castles and vampires, and never do you phase through ice. I was asking my brother, my brother finished it before I did, and I was like, did you ever phase through the ice? And he's like, well, there's a dragon that breaks through the ice. And it's like, that's very clearly not good enough. And then the other thing that was very disappointing was, so it's Nords that you meet in like all the other games are supposed to be kind of lesser Nords, and then the further north you go, they're supposed to be more resistant to the cold, and then like in the far north they wear less clothes, and they always carry a wind with them, meaning like they're like blown, their hair is blown by the wind, they're like whatever, and they wear like less clothes. So that's a lore explanation for the classic Conan barbarian like loincloth and like bikini male, like that's a layup for that, but you never see that. Like you don't, like even like in the Solstheim DLC they didn't add in like bikini male and like loincloths and stuff. Yeah, and it's unfortunate because it's a cool idea that even like you would run into some NPCs wandering that are like, I don't know. I know like having to do a wind physic thing and having like, I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to have a little wind blow around a certain NPC and just never mention it, But you go all the way to the top of Skyrim and there's just kind of nothing there. And I was like, shouldn't there be like cool barbarian guys? And then you keep on running into like spiders and insects, and I'm just like, I kind of feel like these spiders and insects just wouldn't be
here.
Yeah, there's like the Charis and like I don't know. But Morrowind 2 started as a released prisoner. Yeah, Morrowind, I don't know.
I didn't play Morrowind, so I don't really know anything about it. Actually, did Daggerfall start you off as a released prisoner too?
No.
Daggerfall. I think it was just like you were working for the king or something.
Daggerfall was super. Yeah, no, they do a like a live, what is it called, FMV. It's like a video. It's a video of an actor who is playing Uriel Septim, and he's like, I've got to send you into Daggerfall to like go whatever, and you're started off, the Breton queen conjures a storm that destroys your ship, and I'm like, fucking based. Originally the lore for Bretons was they're just kind of druidy, and so they're like connected with nature and have strong magic. And then later some weird cuck was like, no, humans can't have magic, they have to be half elves, and which is so gay. As a kid, I was like, "Oh, that's so cool! It's the magic-y humans. It's like the high elves or the magic-y elves. I could be a Breton. I could be a magic-y human." And then they
decided, nope, humans don't get magic.
Yeah, it was like taken away by some gay lord who has some weird like fetish for being bred by elves. Like, just the worst. Those people getting into fantasy is the fucking worst. Like sorcerers used to be like a son of Sigurd who slew a dragon and drank the dragon blood and took his power, and then they shot fire out of their hands, and then later they're like, oh, they fucked dragons, and it's like, are you ready? It's like
that was an escalation.
It's like, it's so fucking crazy. Like it's like what
from I killed dragons and got magical powers to I fucked the dragon.
Yeah, like the escalation was so insane. It starts with probably a dragon slayer, and then it was like, oh, but maybe a dragon cut their own blood out and gave you a drop, gave your ancestor a drop as a gift for returning some artifact, and it's like, I mean, that's fine, but
It sounds like a deal with Satan.
A little bit. You know what? I think my character probably fucking killed a dragon. I think his ancestors probably killed the shit out of a dragon, actually, because that sounds really gay. It's like, oh, I'll give you a drop in exchange for some cup. It's like, how about I cut your fucking dragon head off, bitch? Yeah.
Oh man.
Anyway, all that to say, need to bully losers to stop them from writing fantasy.
Remember,
It's
guys, writers can use their power for both good and evil.
Yeah. Slay the dragon, not lay the dragon. Thank you.
Thank you.
My new my new motto, most certainly. D&D went down the tubes bad. I was a big fan of 3.5. Number bullet doesn't bother me. Big fan of number go up. See, that's fine if you have only a group of exclusively autists who can handle number go up. But like, as a dungeon master, as someone who's going to run the game, I can't handle people going even a single time, oh wait, I forgot my +2 for this. Can we rewind to my turn and then have me hit the guy that you already had move, who had 1 health and would have died from my attack? And then I have to say no. And I'm like, why? And it's like, because I'm not a supercomputer. I can't just rewind and then like rethink how everyone's gonna do everything. Oh, the pain of like people just not remembering shit. 5th edition is kind of too simple, but like at a certain point, I think you could level people up to having 3.5 rules, but like I don't think everyone is capable of handling a +1 that isn't tattooed to the inside of their eyelids. Oh like some people. And then like, oh my god, the RPG system that I'm designing, by the way, I have like a class that's like a chronomancer, and I want this specifically because it's like, you want me to go back to your turn and do something different, you have to spend the magic for it, because you can't just ask. And it's like, anyone who's not that class is like, absolutely fucking not. Remember your stuff on your turn. It's so confusing to have to like rewind the clock, and then once one person is like, well, I would have wanted to, if I hit, I would have wanted to do this, and then someone else would be like, well, if they hit, I would have wanted to do this. And so everyone wants to redo their turn, and then no matter why the combat has stretched on, no matter how many times you had to redo a whole round, people will blame you for the fight being boring, because they've like, oh, it's this combat is dragging on so long. It's like, well, actually, if you would just remember your fucking numbers, none of this would happen. So I don't let people like go back and change something, because it makes me angry.
Yeah, no, I get that.
It makes me mad. So yeah. So I will, yeah. But yeah, no, 3.5 has a bunch of like really interesting builds and stuff, and like I looked at a bunch of the feats and stuff in it out of curiosity, and there's a bunch of really cool feats, and I was like thinking I was gonna run a 5th edition game that like didn't happen, and then I was thinking that I would give as like some kind of reward at some point, like I would give people access to 3.5 feats because they're interesting, especially like the epic feats. I looked at my group is pretty RPG savvy. Yeah, you did absolutely luck out. Oh man. Sometimes, I mean, it's really good to have some people that aren't that good at like RPGs and like min-maxing and stuff.
Do you want to go back up?
Go for it. Yeah.
Can't decide what he wants.
It is good to have people in your group that aren't super RPG savvy, because they will just kind of, oh, it's hard to explain, but they kind of just make the experience better. Like they round out the party, they kind of round out the experience. They're more interested in other stuff that isn't related to number go up, and so like you can just story tell better when everyone is kind of focused somewhere else, because then you sort of have this kind of balance that you can get into this rhythm of like this kind of element, then this kind of element, then this kind of element, and then nobody is kind of feeling like they're doing too much stuff or kind of over exerted like focusing on stuff. And you just kind of when you have that like one person who like kind of doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with their character, but they like talking to the NPCs, you know, you sort of, it's nice. It's a nice like, it used to be having a girl in the group was like the advice I'd give, but like you can have super autistic girls too, so that really doesn't exactly fit that yeah. Person in our friend group who's Demaster, I just follow his rules, we have no issues. Yeah. The other thing that's hard is like when people take really long turns and you have to be like, come on, speed it up, and then they're mad at you. They're like, oh no, but like you have to like I always have to like explain. It's like no. The longer the fight goes on, the longer your turn is, the longer the next person's turn is going to be, because they're like, oh, I finally got my turn. I want to take my time because they took their time. Then the next person will take an even longer turn, and then all of a sudden, everyone's turn is like minutes.
It just spirals out of control.
And like
especially when you're playing with like really young people, I guess.
They're like literal children. Yeah.
Actual children, yeah.
All it takes is a lot of energy with kids. Like you master the extremely loud like ear blistering clap where you just like blam, like what are you doing? Woo! Like and like
you have to appeal to
if you're
ADHD brain.
If you have this like real explosive energy with like kids, and then like as soon as they start like you know, and they're like, and what are you, and it's like, and you're up next, what are you doing? You're just like pointing with these big gestures, slamming, like slapping the table super loud.
Pay attention.
Not like aggressively, but you're like, wow, like, you know, just like they will focus, but it is like actually like a real workout to like manage. Yeah.
You need to be really wired.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna peace out. But it's been a great hanging out with you guys, and hopefully we'll be streaming again sometime soon, and we'll hang out again in the future. And at some point I should probably like try to see who I could get for my own like playtesting sessions. Try out this handy dandy RPG I've got working on.
Yeah. If anyone's interested.
Yeah, I'm getting some like art done for it and stuff, so it'll be a thing at some point. A lot of other projects that'll be in the meantime, but
yeah, a lot of exciting projects you guys can look forward to.
Yeah. Anyway, I gotta go to a drink. I've talked all of the saliva from my mouth. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, folks. Hopefully